This is actually an experiment that I've been wanting to do for a long time, so I'm going to let you do it with me. I love those baked cheese chips, but I can't ever figure out which cheese I like the best. So, the ultimate experiment. I have Sargento Ultra Thin Colby Jack, Sargento Ultra Thin Swiss. Those are both sliced. Then I have Borden Mozzarella Shredded, Clover Valley Parmesan Shredded, Kraft Triple Cheddar Shredded, Kraft Signature Cheddar Blend Shredded, and Sargento 4-State Cheddar. Then we have Borden, Colby, and Monterey Jack. I have the Borden 4-Cheese Mexican, the Sargento 4-Cheese Mexican, and the Kraft Mexican Blend. And I'm just going to put these all on the tray with the numbers, keeping up with the numbers, and we're going to bake them for 7 minutes at 400 degrees, and we're going to see what the end result for all these different cheeses is. So hang around, I'm going to put them on here and we'll pop them in the oven. Okay, so this is how I have them laid out. This one and this one, all the same place as the numbers. So we're going to pop them in the oven. It's already preheated to 400. 7 minutes was what was mostly recommended. So we'll try for 7 and see what it looks like. So let's have a look at the results. These over here I did in the air fryer, which I think is a very viable alternative. The problem was I didn't think about the wind inside the air fryer, so it blew the paper all to pieces. But they did get done a little bit faster, a couple minutes faster, and they are very crispy. So if you have an air fryer, that might be something you want to try. But let's look at what happened with all of these in the regular oven. I'm mainly looking for texture because whether or not the taste is good is going to depend on what kind of cheese you like. So first of all, the ultra thin Swiss slices came out pretty crispy, and it got very lacy in there, a lot of holes. All right, the Sargento Ultra Thin Colby Jack got pretty crispy. All right, next was the Borden Mozzarella. Naturally, I didn't expect it to get very crispy, but it is a little chewy, and it's very good. Then the Parmesan Clover Valley, it's super crispy. I mean, that's just really cool. And that tastes good too. So, all right, our next contender was the Kraft Triple Cheddar. And it's not really chewy, but it's soft. It kind of crinkles around the edges. This was the Signature Cheddar Blend, and you can see it's very, very soft. This was the Sargento 4-State Cheddar, and you see it's not as bendy as the Cheddar Blend. It's a little crispy. This is my favorite cheese though, so that tastes awesome. All right, the Borden, Colby, and Monterey Jack. This is what it did after 7 minutes, and it's pretty crispy. I mean, it's still bendy, it's cheese. Okay, then we had the Borden 4-Cheese Mexican. That's what it did. And it's really crispy around the edges. This is the Sargento 4-Cheese Mexican after 7 minutes. And this is the Kraft Signature Mexican Blend. So, it's kind of bendy as well. Now, there's a lot of things you can do. This is just the base. So let me show you a few of the next level things you can do with your cheesy chips. Okay, so let's get fancy now. We are going to, I'm just going to use the Kraft Signature Cheddar Blend on these. First, let's take a pile, and I'm going to add some fresh bacon bits in there and kind of stir that all around. You could just drop it on top if you want to. Sometimes I have to be extra. And we're going to make that into a mound. Then let's try doing that with some chopped up Canadian bacon, because I like Canadian bacon. So we're just going to mix that in and make a mound. And you can also add seasonings if you want to. The everything bagel, whatever strikes your fancy. And I have learned that you do need to kind of spread it out some. If you make too big of a mound, it's too chewy on the inside. And then last but not least, let's make one with some mini pepperonis. We're just going to put these on top, and we'll pop these in the oven for the same 7 minutes. So now we have baked these for 7 minutes, and I've let them cool for about 3. So what we can do next is we're going to lift up one side and we're going to roll it into a roll. And then we'll let that cool down even more. Just pick it up and roll it. You might have to hold it down. And then even the pepperoni one. Okay. If you want to put a toothpick through there to hold it down for just a minute, as soon as it finishes cooling off, it'll be good. And then we're going to top it off with a little bit of pizza sauce, just as a dipper. Once they cool off, you can just dip them right in the sauce. It's like pizza without the crust.